Imagine this scene with me. A man sets a warehouse on fire while saying, "Any place you step into will be your hell." A woman discovers the child she raised isn't hers. A man finds out his closest person is a traitor, and secret names from detention declare a family war. This isn't just one series, it's 4 series setting the scene on fire right now, and what's happening in them is insane. Today we'll talk about Esref, Ruya, and Uzak Seahir, Kizilcik, Serbeti, and Yeralti. Not just a summary, no, we'll see why each one raises the drama more than the other, and why this season could be a turning point for all Turkish drama. Let's start with the calmest in appearance, but the most dangerous in content. Ezref is no ordinary character. He's playing chess all the time. In the last episode, when he found out a game was being played on him, he didn't break down, he didn't scream. No, he turned the tables, grabbed the strings, and started playing for himself. But the tragedy here isn't the conspiracy. The tragedy is in Nisan. Nisan sees that Esref has fallen for Ruya, feeling like she's lost him, that he's chosen someone else. The viewers here were divided. Some see Nisan as a victim, and others see her as impulsive. But the moment that changed everything was Nisan's face-off with the fake Ruya, when the truth began to unfold, and when Nisan started to suspect that she herself is Ruya. The series here isn't just about love, it's about a terrifying question. Who are you really? And if you found out your whole life was built on a lie, what would you do? And the biggest blow? The attack of the orphans. This attack isn't just an event, it's a test of loyalty. And here, Haidar entered the picture, the right-hand man, the man Ezref trusted more than himself, and that trust began to break. Esref faces a tough equation: lose his goal or lose those closest to him. And this is just the start of the escalation. If Esref Ruya plays on the nerves, Uzak Seahir literally plays with fire. Episode 50 ended, and social media went wild. Friends against Ikmil, Basmo and Boran stormed the house for the child. But the moment that broke the internet was Tihan. As he says, "Any place you step into will be your hell." That sentence alone is enough to make the episode trend. And when he torched the warehouse, people were writing, "Finally, revenge has begun." This is the season's strongest scene. But let's think for a moment. Is Tihan protecting his son or avenging himself? Or is he declaring a war you won't be able to stop? What's unique about Uzak Seahir is that every character thinks they're right. There's no absolute evil, there's no absolute good. They're all ready to set the world on fire for just one thing: dignity. And here lies the real danger, because when dignity enters the equation, reason leaves the game. And episode 51 is clearly going to be a settling of scores. Weeks of doubt, tension, accusations, and then the DNA result: Kamal is not their son. That moment of revelation was harsher than any direct betrayal. Why? Because betrayal here isn't an act, it's a reality. Omer and Kizilcik were living a delusion, and in a minute the delusion collapsed. But the shock isn't just in the result, the shock is in what follows. Nursa confessed, the house was turned upside down, the balance vanished, and Seltim started a marriage process to kick people out of the house. The game became psychological, planning, strategy. The question here is the truth always right? Or is ignorance sometimes more merciful? This series relies on one powerful shock, but its impact extends to all the characters. And that's the most dangerous thing in drama, when a single event shakes an entire network. If other series have personal conflicts, Underground has a war. Bozo is in custody, but he's not silent. He's sending a secret message with 4 names accused of betrayal. Imagine you're entering a family, and everyone in it suspects the other. Trust is gone, and suddenly the name Malta appears. A network of mysterious companies, money, international agreements. The matter went beyond just a family, it became a global network. Merdan is exploiting Bozo's absence, preparing himself for leadership. Haidar Ali wants to protect the house. Ceylan goes to Azize and says, "You started the war. Bear its consequences." This sentence is an official declaration of no return. What's special here is that the conflict isn't just over power, it's over survival. If we look at the 4 series, we'll find Esref Ruya, a conflict of identity and trust. Uzak Seahir, revenge and dignity. Kizilcik Serbeti, a devastating truth. Yeralti, a war of power and networks. Each series chose a different dramatic bombshell, but there's a common element among them all: betrayal. Betrayal of trust, betrayal of love, betrayal of blood, betrayal of family, and that's why this season specifically is very strong. Now the question is for you, if you had to choose one series to continue with the same escalation, who would you choose? And what's the moment that shocked you the most so far? Write to me in the comments, and wait for the next video, because there's a crazy theory about why DNA and betrayal became a dramatic trend this year, and it will surprise you.